Alright, what up YouTube? It's the Nice Sun here back with another video. And this video is going to be about having a sense of urgency. Now, I was reading Marcus Aurelius, the Meditations, and this is like the excerpt in it that I just wanted to read real quick. Like a little small section that made me think and it made me reflect on my own life. So, here it goes. So we need to hurry, not just because we move daily closer to death, but also our understanding, our grasp of the world may be gone before we get there. That's like that whole line really spoke to me. I got it highlighted in the book, and it's very interesting about like how like people be really like living life like tomorrow was promised, right? And I mean, in a certain extent, it is. Like I said, really for a lot of people, it is. But I think the life you want to live is not promised, right? Unless you put the work in, the life that you really want to live and really like yearn for, like the life that is really calling to you, the life that's really torturing you at night, you know, the life that's really like trying to pull your attention. Unless you work for it, unless you stay focused on it, unless you like get hyper focused on it and really trying to move to make that life and that goal happen, you would like it would never come to fruition. Especially how people are just very procrastinators like me. I've been very I've been a procrastinator since I've been in school. Like I said, it's been a part of my own little self-sabotaging ways. Like I said, I'm breaking a lot of my self-sabotaging habits. But growing up, I was very mediocre on purpose. I really wanted to be normal so bad that I would allow myself to not stick to things and really keep my word, and also just really put my full focus into something. Even with school, I could have easily been like a 4.0 student, but even with the goals I had in school, like my goals was like, oh yeah, get a 3.5 and GPA, and you know, get a full ride to Michigan State. And for one, I didn't go to Michigan State. I didn't go to Michigan State, but also I didn't even get a 3.5. I got a 3.4. But my goals was so small, and they was like just mediocre. It's like it's average. Like anybody could have done it if they really put their mind to it. And me having those small goals was a reflection of me just not wanting to try hard, thinking I can just get through life with just being regular and not trying my hardest. And like I said, a lot of that just deal with my own, just a lot of just trauma growing up, just accepting half-stepping, like being a half-stepper. And I'm trying to break these half-stepping habits because it's keeping me in the same position. And when you're stuck in the same position, like I know I'm not the only person that I really like get frustrated to just stand in like one position like all my life, and that type of shit like really like drives me insane, right? I'm very, whenever I get stuck and I realize I'm keeping myself stuck, I'm like a firecracker. I get like highly upset. I get very frustrated, and I just hate feeling like that. But yeah, have living with a sense of urgency. Like now I'm like I said, I'm like on the brink of like insanity, but how like I'm thinking and how I'm approaching a lot of things, and like with the lack of care of anything, it's like, and I mean not in lack of care of anything, but in lack of care of like in opinions, or even if I fail or not. One thing when I was younger, I would hate to fail. Like I was a perfectionist, and how was I half-assed and perfectionist? I don't know. Like I said, I think if you really know, if you know, you know. But it's like it's hard to put yourself out there when you're scared to fail. And that was always my thing. I was so scared. I was scared of failure. I hate being rejected. Like I said, when I used to talk to, like when I would approach girls, this like in high school, I had a big fear of rejection. And the fear of rejection, that type of stuff goes deep. And like I said, it goes so deep that, like I said, it's connected to like how your family accept you and things like that. And I think that if you really want to be successful, you got to learn how to say forget rejection, and you got to forget people's opinion about you. And I think that for most people, that's a hard thing to deal with. I think that I'm accepting it now. Like I said, I'm accepting a lot of things unintentionally in a way where I'm just being like I just don't care. Like I'm a very nonchalant person about a lot of things, but like I'm becoming very nonchalant about people's opinions, and it's helping me move forward with my life. Whether it's, you know, me trying to be my authentic self in a way where I'm not feeling some type of way, or or I'm not fearing the people looking at me a certain way, knowing they not me, knowing they don't know who I am. So I'm just being myself. So I think that's one thing I can say I'm improving on. But people, I know it's very scary to be your authentic self. I think initially, because like I said, the thing about your mind is, like I said, your mind want comfort. You just don't want to step out of the comfort zone. You just want to be like me. I just always just wanted to get by. I didn't really worry. I didn't want people to really look at me a certain type of way. I always cared about what people think. I always did that since I was a kid, and that's why a lot of my life I was always running away from myself and had like a big hatred towards myself. When I finally stopped running, I'm like, well, like I said, I seen the monster I created with how I just treated myself and how I perceived people, higher than me on, like I said, on these planes and stuff. And it's like, I had a lot to deal with. But all in all, like I said, you got to learn how to really buckle down and really like drown out all the noise around you, and even just become a little delusional, right? I think that delusional will help you and take you very far if you know how to use your delusion. I think a lot of people don't have, like, even that's like an oxymoron, like rooted, like you need to, like, your delusion need to be grounded enough, like, in a way, like, right? that's such an oxymoron. Like, some people be delusional and it's like they in like la la land, but some people be delusional, but it's calculated delusion, and it's like, if they keep moving on that calculated delusion, like that delusion is gonna manifest into something physical. And I think that's a lot of people with their own success, right? Like I said, a lot of people, they just have a lot of faith, and they have a lot of, faith, and it's just a lot of, they calculate their moves. They not just willy-nilly in it. And some people are, like I said, maybe some people may get lucky, but I think that a lot of people that are delusional, they believe, like I said, they not half-assed, and they putting all their work in. They not missing no days, they ain't taking no days off, and they really trying their hardest every day. So yeah, I would say that you should live your life with a sense of urgency, and like I said, live with no care about what other people think about you. I think that when the quicker that you get those, like I said, those like the first two principles, really, like the first two principles, I think that a lot of people should live by. It's like I said, don't care what nobody thinking. Like I said, live with a sense of urgency. Like, the thing about me now is, like I said, in a way, I've been bullshitting for not so long, but for these couple of years that now it's like, okay, well, it's slowly going to the end game. And like I said, I still feel like I'm not ready, and that's my own fault. But like I said, I think that the universe has a very interesting way of making sure everybody is where they need to be at when they need to. So yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Thank you.